Shakespeare begins Sonnet 14 with a bold claim. He can predict the future by looking into a person's eyes. This poem belongs to the Fair Youth sequence, a collection of sonnets addressed to a young man that frequently explores the concepts of time and legacy. This diagram shows the baseline architecture. It follows a 14-line structure with an A-B-A-B rhyme scheme, where alternating line endings lock together. The poem functions as a mathematical argument, divided into 4 specific structural blocks, building toward a single conclusion. We will use this 4-part structure as a guide to follow the progression of the speaker's logic. In the Elizabethan era, astrology was a serious field of study. People looked to the stars to predict crop yields, weather patterns, and the fates of rulers. The first 4 lines list specific uses of traditional astrology, like finding judgment in the stars and forecasting plagues. But while he has astronomy, he does not find it in the planets. He shifts the source of truth from the heavens to a human face. In the second quatrain, the speaker introduces an alternative source of knowledge, the young man's eyes. By looking into those eyes, he claims to see the future of truth and beauty, treating his appearance as absolute perfection, turning a human gaze into a prophetic tool. At this point in the poem, Shakespeare has elevated human beauty above the traditional power of the stars. The 9th line marks the volta, or turn. The tone shifts from admiration to a stark warning about death. This section introduces the threat of time, arguing that the only way to protect this fading beauty is through the creation of an heir. Think about the logic established so far. If truth and beauty are found only in this one person, and time is going to destroy that person, what is the logical conclusion to the argument? The final couplet delivers a strict if-then statement. If the young man does not reproduce, truth and beauty will vanish when he dies. These final 2 lines rhyme, creating a sense of finality that feels like a legal verdict. The argument is over. The structure of the sonnet has funneled a cosmic observation down into a single high-stakes human deadline. Look closely at the results of this argument, and you will find a layer of irony. The speaker claims that only children can keep the youth's beauty alive, yet we are still analyzing that beauty 400 years later because Shakespeare wrote this poem. The art itself achieved the immortality the speaker was arguing for. To master this poem for an exam, use this map. Quatrain 1 looks at stars, 2 at eyes, 3 warns, and the couplet delivers the ultimatum. Remember 4 core themes: time versus beauty, legacy, appearance versus truth, and the rejection of astrology. Understanding the sonnet requires its logical architecture. The specific vocabulary serves as a vehicle for a very human argument about survival. Sonnet 14 is a highly engineered 400-year-old blueprint for outliving death.